Hi guys, I'm Michaela, and for the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about some of the things Jesus taught while he was here on earth. Jesus talked about so many things when he was teaching his disciples and teaching crowds and crowds of people. It's important for us to pay close attention to Jesus' words because they are a guide for how we should live our lives and treat ourselves and other people. So this week, let's do a rundown of 10 of the important lessons Jesus taught so that we can learn from them and use them in our own lives. Number 1, the Beatitudes, Matthew 5:3-12. I like to summarize these as the let these be your attitude list. Here, Jesus talks all about the behaviors we should have. When we have an attitude that recognizes our need for God, and we choose to do things like be humble, help others, show mercy, and work toward peace, those things please God. God blesses us when we live a life where we depend on God and treat others with love, kindness, and respect. All right, number 2, salt and light. Here, Jesus knew that salt is a season that makes things better. It also can help bring healing to those who have been injured. He also knows that light shines in dark places. It scatters away the dark things and leaves a ray of truth in its path. This is how we are supposed to be in the world. We should be making things better, bring healing, and be a light in those dark spaces. Number 3, we should keep God's commands. Jesus came to the earth to bring clarity and proper perspective to the rules we are supposed to follow. We should look to Jesus as an example of how to do the right thing. Number 4, anger can bring danger. Anger on its own is an emotion that we feel and experience in situations. But if we let anger sit in our minds and our hearts, it can fester and turn into inappropriate actions. Jesus teaches us to move past the emotion of anger and work out our issues with those who are angry at us or who we are angry at. Number 5, stay faithful. We're going to face a lot of temptations in our lives, but our job is to remove any distractions that keep us from living a life faithful to God and faithful to the people around us. Number 6, honor your commitments. When we make commitments to other people, we have a responsibility to do everything in our power to honor those commitments. Now, we can't control other people's actions, but we can make sure that we work to keep our street clean. Number 7, let your yes be yes. When you make a promise, keep it. Don't get to the point where you have to cross your heart and hope to die or swear on someone's grave. Be the type of person that when you say something, people know you mean it because you are trustworthy. Number 8, don't seek revenge. People are going to do us wrong. It's an unfortunate part of life. We're also going to treat other people poorly in our weaker moments. Jesus teaches us that we are not to try to get payback when people do something wrong to us. We need to ask for help in dangerous or abusive situations and set boundaries for our safety, but revenge should never be the goal. Number 9, it's like a tag along to number 8, love your enemies. We are to love our neighbors and our enemies, no matter how difficult. Jesus teaches that God gives sunlight to everyone, good, bad, and in between. Our love should be like that sunlight, not discriminating who it shines on. And finally, number 10, be humble. Listen, when we do something good, which is what we're supposed to do, don't be all loud and braggy about it. Be humble. Do good things because it's the right thing to do. Don't do good things for recognition. All right, we've reached the end of our list. Which numbers do you struggle with? Which numbers do you feel like you're doing pretty good on? Talk about it in your small group today. Your groups are where you can encourage each other and cheer each other on. So get to it. See you next week.